Hello, Girls Guide ladies. I just finished a live in the Savvy Agent. The Savvy Agent is one of our products that we have at the Livy Bryn Success Boutique for women real estate agents. So I just finished a live there. And then I came over to Girls Guide just to see if I could answer some questions. And it seems that a big dialogue started. So I thought instead of responding to that, via words and typing, I would come on here and chat about this. What I'm talking about, ladies, is your buyer process. Now, my sister and I, Judy and I, developed or actually started this Girls Guide to Outrageous Real Estate Success Facebook page out of a sincere desire to help you, women agents, okay? And so what I'm going to share with you is the question that blew up on here, and then I'm going to share with you how potential ways to overcome this from happening to you. All right, so the question was, hi Suzette. The question was, I took a couple out this last weekend and seemed like they wanted to go forward with one of the houses. And unfortunately, I haven't heard from them since Friday. And this person, this woman on Girls Guide said, I've emailed every day, I've called every day, and nothing, all right? She didn't say she texted, but in any event, she has been following up. So you figure Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So she's followed up 4 days, and she is like, should I give up? So my first question to her, which I jumped on here, so I don't know the answer. My first question to her was, how did you begin the process with them? And what I mean by that is, did they call you and say, may I see a home? And then you went out and met them at that home? Because many times when we as agents do that and just say, great, I'm excited, yes, I'll show you the house, without further conversation, then we could very well be wasting our time, money, and gas. Just listen, we are not in the business of showing homes, okay? You are not in the business of showing homes, ladies. You are in the business of selling homes. How about that? Here's a realization for you. Second realization, you're in business. You are an entrepreneur. You're in business for yourself, all right? So you need to do your due diligence up front. And so I'm going to share with you very briefly what I share with my coaching clients, okay? And what I did for many years. And it worked extremely well. So whether you get a buyer lead from a friend or from your broker or from working duty or the phones, or maybe you're buying Zillow leads or Realtor.com or Bold leads or whatever. Whenever you get a lead, you need to connect as soon as possible. And the goal is to get face-to-face, okay? You want to get face-to-face as soon as possible, all right? Because that face-to-face connection will allow you to be top of mind, all right? So the process is to say, hey, JD, thanks so much for calling. So what brings you to be thinking about buying today? And then be quiet and listen. Problem with realtors, many realtors, is they just want to talk and say, you want me to be your agent because I'm awesome. They don't want to hear how awesome you are, okay? You need to listen first and see what their particular situation is, all right? So at that point, you listen to what they say. And the next question I ask is, oh, okay, that sounds good. Tell me, what date or by when would you like to be sitting at the closing table? By when would you like to be sitting at the closing table, getting the keys to your house and ready to move in? Why? Because that'll tell you where their head's at in terms of if they really have a need to move and buy, or if they're just a looky-loo, right? So you get all this information, I'm very brief. I used to be very brief on the phone with a buyer or a seller. I want to get face-to-face. I don't really spend more than 5 minutes on the phone. So at that point I'd say, okay, great. So I see you're interested in 123 Main Street. What about that home did you like? What about that home appealed to you? Write it all down. Okay, Susie, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, or whatever I said her name was. Let's get together, because something as important as buying a home is one that I don't take lightly. And I have a process, and it begins with meeting in my office or in your home or some public place, okay? Hi, Morgan and Trish. So I say, okay, when would you like to see the home? Okay, I want to get together. And then they'll say today at 6 or tomorrow at 8, whatever. Okay, so then you say, okay, excellent. So why don't we meet in my office at, tonight at 6 p.m. I'll have a brief conversation that is kind of an onboarding in my buying process, which at closing, my clients have told me has been amazing in the process. And then we'll go out and see the home. Okay. And guess what? Somebody who is a looky-loo or wasting your time is going to say, wait, why do I have to go to your office? Wait, why do we have to get together before? I just want to see the house. I just want to see the house. And mind you, I didn't ask them if they're working with someone. If they were, they wouldn't be calling you. I didn't ask if they're qualified or pre-qualified or pre-approved. You haven't gotten that far yet. So then my answer to that would be, well, again, with something as important as spending, upwards of $100,000 or more, it needs, some attention. And so I'm a little different than other realtors in that I have an actual process. And my clients have told me that they love the process that I take them through. And I assure you, we won't spend more than 10 minutes in my office, but it's also a way for me to meet my broker's safety requirement. Okay, so then you approach it from the safety standpoint. Now, if someone doesn't say yes at that point, ladies, let them go. Let another agent waste their time. So here's the thing. We have to approach our business from a place of power, not from a place of fear and desperation. Of course, in my gut, if I felt in the conversation that this person's time was scarce and that they're real, I did meet probably 10% of buyer leads at the house. But I have to say 90% of the time, I would meet them in the office, or if the office wasn't near the house they wanted to see, I would say, why don't we just meet at your house? Or why don't we just meet at whatever Panera or something that's nearby to the house that they want to see, okay? And then there's a whole process behind that where I have my lender either available with me or by phone, because I don't take anyone out without a pre-approval. Sorry, I won't do it. And I don't have time now because this is just an impromptu coming on live, but I would never take someone out without being pre-approved unless, hi Erica, unless, again, my gut, I really trusted my gut on that. So also on this thread that I'm talking about, which is why I went live impromptu, someone else said, I had that same thing happen to me and I think I'm just going to let them go. Ladies, you never want to let anyone go. You never, ever want to let anyone go, because we have to understand that most people, buyers or sellers, are doing their research a month, 2, 3, 4 months before they're really ready. So it's presumptuous of us to say, I'm getting rid of them because they aren't responding at this time. You don't know if they just got a cancer diagnosis. You don't know if the dog just passed away. You don't know if they just had a huge fight with their husband or wife or significant other, or if their kid was just found out to be having issues of some kind. So we have to not give up. We add everyone into our database and we take it from there. Hi, Diane and Gwen. Okay, so ladies, I am sorry that I have to go. I have something else that I've got to do right now, but I could not just keep going on the email or on the in the group with discussion. I wanted to just catch you live. So we have to up our game, right? We have to up our game. You're on this group because you probably like the way it sounded. Girls Guide to Outrageous Real Estate Success, right? So you need to elevate. And I'll leave you with this, repeating what I've already said. And that is that you need to approach your business from a place of power, from a place of value that you bring to the table, not a one of desperation or fear, okay? So don't take it personally when they don't get back to you. We don't know what they're dealing with, okay? And so I recommended in the group, in the words there, that why not go ahead, use your phone, shoot a video and say, hey Fred, I really enjoyed having time with you and Susie showing you homes on Friday. It seemed like you liked one of them, and gosh, I hope you're okay because I haven't heard from you. So I thought I would just send this, that you can see that I'm concerned. Can you please get back to me? And I would send that in a text. And I would also send that via Facebook Messenger. And yes, I would friend my friends, or my clients rather. So I could go on and on because I love what I do. So, but I have to go. So, hi, Karen. You're coming on as I'm leaving. But if you want a one-on-one with me, I offer free strategy sessions. Text me at 540-931-5050. And I will be going live here in the Girls Guide, continuing the discussion on becoming a listing queen Friday at 10 a.m. Okay, so you definitely want to come back to the Girls Guide Friday at 10 a.m. And if you want me to answer any other questions, maybe in an impromptu live later today or tomorrow, put them in the comments and I'll be happy to do so. Have a great day. Bye.